Welcome to WhatGear Reviews. Today I'm looking at the new Bowers and Wilkins PX7 headphones, the first Bowers and Wilkins headphones with adaptive noise cancelling. And if you guys are finding me for the first time, then consider subscribing if you like tech reviews and loads of other tech related stuff. And if you've never watched any of my videos before, I like to do it a bit differently from everybody else. So I'm going to break it down into 4 sections. Number 1, design. Number 2, usability. Number 3, quality. And number 4, at the end, awesome features, because every product needs awesome features, otherwise it's a bit shit, isn't it? And the Bowers and Wilkins PX7 definitely has some awesome features, so stick around. Alright, so let's fly through the design and the usability bits, because I know the bit that you really care about is the sound quality and the mic quality and the awesome features. So the Bowers and Wilkins PX has this canvas kind of finish across the ear cups and across the top of the headband. And on the previous version they called it ballistic nylon. I believe it's the same material. And then we got real leather on the ear cups and padding on the inside of the headband. But what's really cool about it is the carbon fiber composite arms, the same stuff that they use on racing cars. And by the way, on that topic, did you see my 1+7 McLaren edition videos? Go check those out at the end of this one. Anyway, the composite arms on the headphones are really awesome. Super durable, very lightweight, and the wiring is completely enclosed inside. So on the previous version you can actually see some of the cables, now you can't. The sliding and locking motion for the headbands, very smooth and very strong once you set it. So once you get it in place, it's not going anywhere. And as you can see, it's got the silver plate on the back with the branding across it. And the ones I'm wearing right now are the grey ones. They're also available in black if you want to have a bit more of that stealth look. And the rotation here on the ear cups, very premium, no creaking, no cracking, no noise when you're walking. So in my opinion, it's been put together really well. And an upgrade from the previous PX headphones from Bowers and Wilkins is the hard case that comes with it now. So on the previous one, you kind of had this material case that got really dirty and really sort of scuffed up very quickly. Now you've got this really premium hard shell case, and it's actually a proper hard shell case. Definitely a marked improvement on the previous model. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was pretty rainy out there, so I've headed back to the house to talk you through the rest of the review. So let's get into the usability. So when it comes to comfort, the ear cups are very soft, and my ears fit perfectly inside the ear cup, so they don't touch the leather at all, which blocks out so much of that ambient noise without even having the noise cancelling on. And I've been using these for quite a while now, and I've used them for some long durations, and I can tell you the headband is actually very comfortable as well. It's extremely padded around here at the top of the head. I didn't notice any downward pressure. At first, if you put them on without adjusting them, you might notice some of that downward pressure. But me personally, using them for 3-4 hours, no issues when it comes to clamping force or downwards pressure from the top of the headband. Ear cups, super nice. When it comes to the actual weight of the headphones, these are a little bit heavier than the Sonys and the Bose. And when we're talking about the difference between these and the Bose and the Sony, it's about 50 grams in it, and it's not majorly noticeable. I guess that's just the price you got to pay when you have this kind of premium material design. One of the things I like about the usability, and this is an issue with a lot of headphones, when you have these kind of leather or leatherette style ear cups, after a while they start to develop these sort of creases, and the creases can then begin to flake, and then in most cases there's not much you can do. The good thing about these ones is you can actually remove the ear cups and replace them. So that is really cool, and it's nice that they've added that feature in there. So if they do take a lot of wear and tear, you can literally just change them. So now let's talk about the controls. On the left ear cup, you can see there's a single button there, and this button is the ANC button. So you can toggle it low, high and off, or set it to auto. And a long push on this one will allow audio pass through, which will then use the exterior mics on both ear cups to let the sound from outside pass through so you can hear it clearly. Your music will be slightly muted, but you'll be able to hear what people are saying to you. So that's a great feature. On the right ear cup, we have a lot more controls. So the center button here is the play, pause, a double push to skip forward, a triple push to skip back. Then you've got the volume up and down buttons. Then you've got the Bluetooth and power buttons. So this will toggle the headphones on, and then if you hold it upwards like this, it will put it into pairing mode. And then at the bottom of the ear cup, you can see you've still got an analog headphone jack if you're old school like that. But keep in mind, this will only work if you have power in the headphones, so you can't use these passively. But what you can do is use USB-C for audio as well. So this is actually primarily the charging port, but with a USB-C cable, you can use it like the analog jack. And the great thing about using the USB-C cable is that when you use this, it will actually charge the headphones at the same time while you're listening. So actually, that's a bit better than the audio jack here. Great feature. And when it comes to the onboard controls, the only thing I feel they're missing is a Google Assistant or Siri button that you can activate. I'm sure they could probably figure out a way to do it with software, maybe like a double push here on the ANC or something like that. Maybe that could work. So maybe they'll bring that later on. But now let's take a quick look at the app. Okay, so this is the latest Bowers and Wilkins app. So there is an older version. This is specifically for the PX7 and the newer headphones. So you can name your headphones, you can connect here. Let's just make sure they're on. And then straight away you can see the main settings you have here. So you can go to the noise cancelling and you can actually toggle between the different modes if you want to. And then this is a really cool feature when it comes to usability. You can actually adjust the amount of ambient noise pass through. So if it's not enough or it's too loud, you can adjust it here within the app. Then on the home screen, you can see this section, connections, and I'm going to come back to this later on in the video because this has a really awesome feature which a lot of headphones don't have. So I'll come back to that later. And then of course you've got the settings as well. So here you can name your headphones. You can actually adjust the wear sensor, which I'll get to later on in the video as well, as to how sensitive it is, or you can toggle it off altogether. And then inside of the headphones, this is a nice new addition to the PX7s. You do have voice prompts, but if they're really annoying or you just don't like the sound of the voice, you can actually switch it off altogether if you want to. And that's pretty much the app. It's pretty streamlined. It would be nice to have an EQ in here. Again, maybe that's something they can add later on. Now let's move on to the all important part, the sound quality. Okay, so one of the things I didn't mention in the design section is that the PX7s actually have 6 microphones on board, 4 for noise cancelling and 2 for voice calls. Right now you're hearing the voice call quality on the PX7s. How does it sound? I know this is important for a lot of you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Now let's play some coffee shop background noise and see how well it blocks out that. How's it doing when it comes to blocking out that noise with me speaking over the top? Let me know in the comments below, and now let's do the sound quality test. So if you guys haven't watched any of my other reviews testing headphones and stuff like this, earbuds, I have a dedicated WhatGear headphones playlist that I use to test out headphones, because a lot of audio reviews you might see, they give you a really general opinion on how the sound is, and I think sound is very subjective to the type of music you're listening to. That's why I have this playlist with a bunch of different categories of music, so I can tell you in each category how it sounds and which one it sounds best in. So first off is a hip-hop track. I know some of you guys don't consider Post Malone hip-hop, but the bass is really good on this track, so I like to test this out for bass levels. So let's go. Now keep in mind, my headphones of choice right now are the Sonys, and the bass is substantial on the PX7s, that is for sure. Maybe not quite as bassy as the Sonys. And when I toggle between the ANC modes, there is a definitive change to the amount of bass. So with ANC on, it's more bass. The vocals are good. The clarity is also good. The bass really is very nice and rounded and deep. Pretty awesome for hip hop. So this is an old school electronic track that I really like. It's really great to test these out. This sort of synthesized music. You really get that nice soundstage feeling here on this track, like an open space and in like a concert hall. The vocals are incredibly crisp, a great amount of detail in the music. And again, the bass is really nice and rounded. So this is a rock track by the Chili Peppers. It's really a great test to see how actual instruments sound. The mids and the highs are very good here. And even in comparison to the Sonys, maybe the clarity in the mids and the highs is a bit better. And one thing to remember though with the PX is you can't adjust the EQ, so it's been tuned specifically to have this sound signature, and it's really, really nice here for this kind of music. In fact, so far I think this is the best category. So this is a live orchestra with opera singers, so this is a great test of soundstage. And when it comes to soundstage, the best way to really see how good it is to close your eyes and ask yourself, does it feel like you're in that theater listening to it? And again, the vocals are so crisp, so clear, and you get that open feeling like you are there. So the soundstage is fantastic. Now I like this one because it's a live recorded show in a small theater, and you can really hear the details. You can hear the strings on the instruments. It's a great test of detail. Even though this song isn't that bassy, the Bowers and Wilkins PX7 do a great job of bringing that out of the music, and you can really hear all of those different instruments. There's no sort of muddiness there in the mids and the highs. Now, one of you guys on my last video recommended that I do a soul track, test it with a soul track with the vocals being the main focal point of the music. And you guys know I like this tune because I use it for my WhatGear Word on the Street videos, and the PX7s are doing an amazing job here. And even the soundstage on this track in particular is amazing because you've got the backing singers on that side. Sounds like you've got Marvin Gaye standing right in front of you, and the instruments, especially the drums on the left, sort of back left. When it comes to vocal clarity, these are a standout pair of headphones if you ask me. Alright, now on to my favourite section, awesome features. So, when it comes to the Bowers and Wilkins PX7, one of the most awesome features about these headphones is the 30-hour battery life with ANC on. That is better than the Bose, that's better than the Sonys, and I think it might be class leading when it comes to this price tier of headphones. 30 hours, that's an awesome feature. As well as that, you've also got super fast charging on these via the USB-C port. So 15 minutes charge of these headphones will give you 5 hours of playback. I have the Beats Studio headphones, and 10 minutes charge will give you 3 hours, but 15 minutes, 5 hours, that's amazing. That certainly is an awesome feature. Now, another awesome feature which I skipped past early on in the video is the connections. So you can do multi-point Bluetooth connections. So you can connect these headphones to several devices and skip between them via the app. And that's a really awesome feature. So you can have your phone, your tablet, your computer all hooked up at the same time over Bluetooth and switch between them without having to unlink or unpair and then pair to a new one. You can pair several devices. That's an awesome feature. Another really awesome feature when it comes to these headphones, and it was present on the previous PX headphones as well, and it's the wear detect sensors. So if you're wearing these and you lift one ear, it will pause your music so you can hear what's going on. As soon as you put it back on, it will start to play. When you take these off completely, it will know that you've done that, and after 15 minutes, it will then switch off completely. You can even customize the time, the sleep time, from the moment you take it off to when they actually switch off within the app. So those wear detect sensors are really fantastic, and again, that's going to prolong the battery life on these headphones, which is already really awesome. So wear detect sensors, awesome feature. Now the last awesome feature is something I think all of the other reviewers have really overlooked or just didn't mention in much detail, and it's the Qualcomm aptX adaptive codec, which is brand new from Qualcomm, and I actually made an entire video explaining all about it. I think I might be the only YouTuber who made a video about it, but it's a new codec which basically means gaming lag, video lag is basically non-existent, and the Bowers and Wilkins PX7 is actually the first pair of headphones that I've had that support aptX adaptive. It's super awesome. No lag when gaming. I tested these out with Call of Duty on mobile. I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube. I didn't have any lip sync issues and no issues or delay when firing weapons in Call of Duty. So that for me is a very, very awesome feature. And if you want to learn more about it, the thumbnail's on the screen right now. Go check that video out. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this one, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. See you in the next one. Don't be late.